So hey everybody, we have the Nets versus Knicks preview tonight. The Nets play in Madison Square Garden against the Knicks, 7:30 Eastern Time tip-off. Starting with the injury report, we have Seth Curry. He's going to be out today. Not sure when he's going to be back, but he's not going to play today. And neither is Mitchell Robinson for the Knicks. That's huge for the Knicks. Rim protector, rebounder for them. Nets are up 2-0 in this series, so try to make it 3-0. If they win this game, it will be 10 straight against the Knicks. So we'll see what happens there. Now, getting on to the preview for this game, Nets lead the league in both blocks and blocks against. I just felt like saying that. It's pretty good, cool little indicator that Nets are good at, avoiding getting blocked and also getting blocks, and that's a huge part, in part to Nick Claxton. But how we should attack this game, Knicks are third in turnover rate, third lowest. So they don't turn the ball over a lot, and there's a reason for that. It's they have the second least amount of assists per game, so they're not used to. They don't really pass the ball. They're not a team that likes to swing the ball around, move it a lot. It's a lot of isolation with Brunson and Randall. So that's a key tidbit. Going on, they also have the second least amount of assists in the last 10 games. So this is not just a trend, where the start of the year they were not passing much, and then recently they started to pass more. This is who they are. They're a team that likes to slow it down, pass the well, not pass the ball, but get into isolation, and that's how they get most of their buckets. So they also last in assist percentage. One thing that might give us trouble is they're third in rebounding, so they rebound the ball very well. Mitchell Robinson not being there helps, but they still rebound the ball very well. As you know, the Nets are last, but with the new additions to the team, with like Dorian Finney-Smith, Royce O'Neal in a lesser role where he can be more of a glue guy, will be even better for us. But yeah, Royce O'Neal being a glue guy for us will be better in terms of rebounding. He can come in off the bench, give us 20, 25 minutes, help on Randall and the boards. Oh, and also Jericho Sims, very athletic big. So I feel like we can be better in the rebound department as we have been. We're a bigger team with the new acquisitions. The Knicks also have the fourth most free throw attempts in the league, so they get to the line a lot. Especially guys like Randall are able to get to the line uh, a good amount. They're also number one in clutch time free throw attempts and free throw makes. So they draw fouls in close situations. They know how to get to the line, so we got to be careful for that. They also have the second most points in clutch time. So when it gets down to it, they've been pretty good, especially offensively when it matters the most. So we got to watch out for that. And also a Nets tidbit when as we're on the subject of free throw attempts, only the Spurs have less drawn fouls than the Nets over the last 10 games, and it feels like that. The last 2 minute report came in saying Spencer Dinwiddie was fouled. It shouldn't have been an out of bounds call. It should have been a foul. And I mean, it was clear as day. It was the most obvious foul call, and for some reason they never they never called it. But I mean, at least Philly got their get back, or lack of a better term, whatever it's called in the Super Bowl, where the refs hold them there. So at least that happened. But continuing with this preview, the Knicks also have the fourth slowest pace. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau led team. You expect them to have a slow pace, so nothing special there. So if I was Coach JV, game planning for this game, I would say that you want to speed this team up. They're a slow paced team. Slow paced teams don't like moving the ball that much, or at least the Knicks specifically. They don't like to move the ball that much. They like to get in the post, let Brunson work, especially versus mismatches. Let RJ work here and there. they don't move the ball that much. So you want them to get out of their comfort zone, which means I believe you should double Randall every time. Personally, I put McHale on Randall. I know a lot of people would say, why wouldn't you put DFS on Randall? Dorian Finney-Smith, if people aren't familiar. I'd personally put McHale on Randall just because he has the length to bother him. And if you're gonna double him, I believe doubling him with somebody with length can really affect him and affect his rhythm. And he also has had 3+ turnovers in 4 of his last 5 games, so he will give the ball up if you can double him effectively. So I would do that. And another reason I put DFS, or excuse me, Michaela Randall, is because I want DFS on Brunson, who did an outstanding job in the 2 games that the Mavs played the Knicks. Brunson really struggled 2 of his tougher games this season, so he knows how to play him. They also were teammates in Dallas, so he's very familiar with him. I believe that when it comes to the Knicks, the head of the snakes are Randall and Brunson. So if we can limit those guys, it's gonna be tough for a team that's not typically used to moving the ball to get a rhythm. So we want to make sure that we shut those guys down and make it uncomfortable for them. But other than that, I believe we can do that and then play our game. We played at a pretty slow pace against Philly, a low scoring game. I feel like that's going to be more of our type of game. Um, Definitely different from the KD Kyrie era, but I believe we have the talent to win this game. A lot of you know wings that can be effective, like McHale, DFS, Royce. Hopefully, Joe continues his shooting streak. He's been really good. Even a guy like Ben Simmons, 15, 20 minutes, just, be physical out there, especially in the Randall minutes. I love that matchup versus Randall. Also, Ben Simmons never lost to the Knicks, so we'll see what happens. Should be a fun game. Hopefully, we can get the win. And please like, share, and subscribe. That's the game preview, and have a good day.